Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our live information session here on YouTube. My name is Sonia Dominguez, and I am a double diamond executive leader with It Works Global. I'm on tonight with some of my best friends and teammates in the business. I've got Alicia. Alicia, say hi to everybody. We've got Kimmy, and we've got Mike and Lea. It's just Mike right now on the screen. Leah's taking care of their newborn baby. Say hi, Mike.
What's up, everybody?
So you've been invited here tonight because you've expressed an interest in It Works Global, the opportunity of becoming a distributor with us. We've got some crazy intense information for you tonight that you could take back with you and make your decision whether you're going to join our team and change your life, basically. So what is It Works Global? It Works Global is a health and wellness company. We started this business back in 2001, all because of one product, and that was that crazy wrap thing. And what does that crazy wrap thing do? It tightens, tones, and firms your skin in as little as 45 minutes. Absolutely incredible. You can use it anywhere from your chin to your toes, and it's made with a non-GMO, botanically based gel. It doesn't get any better than that, you guys. When I first started in this business, it was to purchase the wrap. All I wanted to do was find people who wanted to try the wrap with me so I could sell it to them and get mine for free. And it just went crazy after that. We skyballed and we've built this crazy empire that we call Team Dominguez now. So we're on with our Team Chu mentors tonight. And if it wasn't for them, I would not be where I am today. My team wouldn't be where it is today. So I owe them a lot of gratitude because their leadership is why I am here. And you could be here too. And all it takes is a little bit of hard work and belief in what you can accomplish yourself. So like I said, I started this business 2 years ago, and it was just for the wraps. I was going through a really bad financial time, my husband and I. We had just had our second baby, and we were what anyone else would call broke as a joke. We were living paycheck to paycheck. We had utilities in danger of getting shut off. We had a car repoed from our driveway. You name it, it has happened to us. And It Works came into our life around that time. I was just starting out in the business. I was about 6 months into the business when I realized what I could really do with this. Like I said, my car had just been repoed, and I said, you know, I need that extra $500 a month. So I spoke with Lea, and she told me, Sonia, that $500 a month is Ruby, and you're almost there. Let's get you there, girl. And she worked with me, and now I'm a double diamond. I jumped over 3 other ranks in the past 2 years, earning $52,000 in bonuses, along with some of my teammates that you're going to hear from tonight. So that's my story. And it's just a little bit of some amazingness that you're going to hear tonight. So Kimmy is up next. Kimmy Bachmann started with me and followed me for 11 months, you guys, before she actually joined this business. So if you've been avoiding the person that invited you here tonight, you are not alone, because Kimmy was one of those people for 11 months until she finally decided to join me. Kimmy, please share your story with everyone.
I totally watched her for 11 months, guys, no joke. And everything that you're thinking and feeling right now is 100% normal. I really thought there was no way people make money in this business. And I also thought I thought it was a scam. It's a total scam, you know. But after 11 months, I decided, you know what, back in 2015 was a really tough year for me. I lost my brother-in-law. I had postpartum depression after my son. And, you know, a couple months after that, my daughter got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So 2015, I'm not going to lie to you, sucked. So I decided to, instead of be the victim and be like, oh, everyone feels sorry for me, I decided to take all the hurt and the, you know, like just everything going on with my life and pour it into something that could bring value to our entire family. And that's exactly what I did. My girl Sonia hit an amazing bonus, and I'm like, all right, if she can do it, I can do it. And that's when I reached out, signed up, and guys, I literally put all my energy into it. Took off running. And just to let you guys know a little bit about me, I'm a full-time teacher. I have 3 kids under 6, and my husband works nights. So busy is an understatement. What I can tell you, the busier you are, the more successful you are in this business. All right. So I signed up. 2 months later, my husband and I promoted, and we got a $1,000 bonus. We also qualified for the It Works Paycation. I never even knew those existed, guys, but they do in our company. And we got to go to the Bahamas in November, both of us. And then 2 months after that, we were, traveling again to Florida. I promoted again 2 months ago and hit the $10,000 bonus. And now my husband he's up for a $5,000 bonus on top of our commissions and etc. So that's a little bit about me. I'm actually going to pass it over to another diamond girl on our team, Miss Alicia. Take it away, girlfriend.
Hey, you guys. Yeah, come here. Hi, so I'm Alicia. This is my little one. She helped me get to diamond. She was like watching me chart to make sure that I was right all along the way. So I'm a single mom. This is my 7-year-old daughter. Been a single mom for about 7 years almost. And so before this business, I was cleaning houses, like in and out of, between jobs and all that good stuff. I'm gonna ask you to move now. And then this business came into my life, and I was watching my friend Lea, and she was really successful. And I was like, you know what, if she can do it, like I could do it too, So I started the business in September of 2015, and I didn't really do much with it at first. And then I did enough. I saved up, a few $100s over the few months. And then in January, my brother was in a car accident. He was 19. He was hit by a car. And he had 2 brain surgeries within 24 hours. He broke his femur. He was in a coma for like 13 days. And I was able, right, because I had money saved up and because I didn't work for anybody really at that time, I dropped Gianna off with her dad, and I bought a one-way ticket, and I went home to California. I'm in Jersey. My whole family's in California. And I stayed by his bedside for the entire time he was in his coma. When he came out of his coma, I didn't leave. And I worked the business from the hospital. Like, I was wrapping people. I was putting, stuff on people's faces, talking to people, because once I realized that this is the thing that got me home for him and for my family, I didn't want to stop ever. And then 2 months later, I was back in California to host a fundraiser for him. He's okay, by the way. He came out of his coma. He's fine. And that month, I promoted twice within 48 hours. I went Emerald and earned a $2,000 bonus, or I went Ruby and then Emerald and earned a $2,000 bonus. And then a few months later, I went Diamond, and I just kept going after that. So now I am in nursing school. I take care of Gianna. I run a nonprofit organization, and I run this business, and I'm a diamond, and I keep going, because I have a reason to. So that's who I am. That's my story, and I am going to pass it back to Sonia.
Thank you, Alicia and Kimmy, for both sharing your stories with us tonight. So you're going to hear a little bit more from them later. They're going to explain a little bit about our business plan, and how we make money, and the incredible bonuses that they were just talking about that are up for grabs. Before we get started on Lea and Mike's story, I just want to remind everyone that we do have a live chat room that's available for you tonight to ask us any questions that you have about this business. You're going to see a little dialogue box with a plus sign if you're signed into YouTube, either through Facebook or through a Gmail account. You can just click on that, and if you're on a cell phone, swipe up and you can start chatting, or if you're on a computer, it'll be on the right-hand side once you're signed in. So without further ado, here is Mike and Lea Chu and little Mia, who just finished eating. Welcome, guys.
How you guys doing? So this is my wife, Lea, and our 6-day-old little Mia. And I mean, I think that's a perfect starting point of just the blessing that this business is. My sister just had a baby a month ago, and I was talking to her husband. They had the baby on Thursday, and he had to be back at work on Monday. And we don't do this business just for the money. We can talk about the money, which we will briefly. For some of you, that's obviously important. But for me, a large part of doing this business was if I can make six figures at a job, or I can make six figures with all the freedom in the world to do it from home and wherever I want to, and allow me to be home when I need to be. And I don't want to be an absent father. That's something I've said since I was about 24 years old, is if I have a kid and they have a game or something, like, I want to be able to be there by choice. And as you see here right now, we are working and we're building a $1 million business freely by choice right here with our daughters. So in case the baby starts crying, I figured I'd let Lea go first. And Leah's the one who really started this all off anyway. So Lea, how about you share with us how you got into this?
Yeah, so I'm no stranger to network marketing. In fact, I love this industry. I am a college dropout, and prior to finding It Works, I was making about $10 an hour as this guy's receptionist. Couldn't even pay me a little more than that. Can you believe him? So while I was working for Mike, I tried numerous network marketing companies, about 5 of them. And I kept trying companies because I love the industry. I love the fact that you can make really good money in this industry without needing a degree, because I don't have one. And it allows you to have a level of freedom that most jobs don't allow. And for someone like me, that's ideal because I don't like having a job. I don't like having a boss. None of that works for me. I need my freedom. So when It Works came along, I honestly wanted nothing to do with it because although I love the industry, I failed 5 times in this industry. Every company I tried, I kept failing at. So this girl came over my house. She came to rat me, and I joined her, honestly, because I felt bad. I had no intentions of joining this company and becoming a top 100 income earner or changing my life or earning 160 something thousand in bonuses like we have. I joined because I felt bad. The girl was at my house. I figured, all right, that's what I have to do now. And I quit the very same day. I sat on this amazing opportunity for about 2 months until I tried the wrap, got amazing results. So I put those amazing results on Facebook, and people went crazy. They wanted to know, what is this thing? What did I do? And without knowing it, I was actually working the simple steps of the business just by posting and messaging people. And then fast forward 2 months later, we earned our first $10,000 bonus with the company. A few months after that, we earned about $50,000 more in bonuses. And since then, the total's up to $160,000. And we are now top 100 income earners in the company. And like I said, I started because I felt bad. I quit the same day, and I'm a college dropout, guys. I'm an everyday person. I'm not doing something that any of you can't do.
She's amazing. I just follow her. But I think she hits home on a lot of points for if you are considering doing something like this, that Lea did sales. Like, she worked for me at one point doing like an actual sales job, and she was good at it, but she hated it. And so she didn't want to keep doing sales. And what she just said, I think, makes a lot of sense if you're listening to this. And a lot of times when people check out an opportunity like this, like, yeah, but I'm not good at selling stuff, or I don't really want to be selling people stuff. When you believe in the product and you start using them, you'll find that this business is different because you're simply sharing about the product that you use and informing people about it. And so my story, opposite of Leah's, is in fact just that. It's very, very different. I graduated from a pretty good college. I got pretty good grades, and I grew up in a family that said, get good grades at a good school so you can get good jobs. And I did exactly that. As a 22-year-old, because of my experience, my grades, and things I did in internships, I had 2 6-figure salary job offers when I graduated college. And I share that not to impress, but impress upon you my belief in this industry that you're checking out today. Now, I'm not promising you that you make 6 figures tomorrow or you do it all. Some of you, $500 a month or $1,000 a month would be all the breathing room in the world that you need because you love the job that you have. But for me, what ended up happening is I ended up turning both those jobs down. And my Asian teacher mother, my mom's a teacher, she's Asian, and the whole standard of like, get a job and da-da-da, she stared at me like I was crazy, okay, for turning down a salary job. And why did I turn it down? I turned it down to stay in the multi-level marketing, network marketing profession. And since I was 19 years old, and I'm now 33, so 14 years later, this is all that I've done. Our business is just like this. And I just like to share that sometimes because there is. If you're checking something like this out, you're wondering, is this legitimate? Can I make money here? Well, I know you can make $500 a month because I've only worked for 3 companies like this. Lea worked for 5 and quote unquote failed at all 5. My story is the opposite. I've worked for 3 and all 3 today are still doing $1 million in annual sales. All 3. And so I know you can make money doing this. And I've made 6 figures or more in this industry for the last 10 years. Okay, so that's kind of my story. But I think what's more important than my story is the fact that I love this business for a couple reasons. Specifically with It Works, you get an amazing product with amazing people and programs that work. And I think that that's kind of what I'd end with is that a lot of times when you check a company like this out, what I would encourage you to do is not be sold today as to whether or not It Works is for you. I want you to evaluate this logically because truthfully, there are some people that shouldn't work for our team. It's just not the right fit. It's not the right company. Maybe they're better suited somewhere else. But normally when I'm checking a company out myself, because I told Lea I didn't want anything to do with It Works for almost 1.5 years after she had started. So I've only been actually working the business, like actually involved with It Works for 1 year now. It was last June that I fully started posting, and I got involved with the team about 1.5 years ago. There were 3 things I evaluated before I jumped in more as a business person, as an entrepreneur, the things that I evaluated. Is it a product that I will have to have a lot of competition, or is it a product that people will come to me to get? And the wrap you can't get at GNC, you can't get at Target. And so people have to come to you about it. And that's what eliminates the whole sales job feel of this business. And then on top of that, I used them and I got incredible results. And so I believed in them. That's the first thing I look for. And it's a consumable product, which means residual income. They'll keep coming back to buy. The second thing I looked at, right, was the startup cost and could I build a team? There are companies out there in this industry that are $500 to $5,000 to get started. Right now, this week in our business, it's $9.99 to get started. And so I said, I of course can build a team with this company. Even at $100, I felt confident I could build a team. And so I felt like it was easily duplicatable. And then number 3, like I said earlier, I was looking for a company that had like dialed in programs and systems. Because if you have a great product and you have a great company, but like there's no training on how to actually succeed here, then it'll still be challenging. And that's what we take pride in here at Team Chu, is that it's not just us succeeding. We help train and duplicate other leaders to be just as good as us, if not better. And that's why we have these diamonds right here in our team, like Alicia, like Sonia, like Kimmy. And they're some of the most amazing people that you'll get a chance to work with. And so I looked at those 3 things. And for me, I said, this is something worth checking out. And then Lea told you the rest is history. And we're building an empire. And we will be a top 75 team by the end of this year, a top 50 team next year, and we're going to be a top 10 team in this company. So that's a little bit of our story.
Thank you guys so much for sharing that. I wasn't kidding when I said that they are incredible people, you guys. I like got teary while you and Lea were talking because it's so inspiring to find people that really believe in you and really believe in what you are creating. And that is something that no matter how many times I speak to Mike and Lea, they just pour more positivity into my life and more leadership that they teach me that I can teach to my team. It's really, really inspiring and incredible. Thank you guys so much for that. So now we're going to move on to some of the meat and potatoes of how we work this business. So Alicia's going to come to us now with our business plan, the steps to success, how you can join us today for $9.99, and how you're going to make, you can make hundreds of dollars by Friday. It's incredible. Alicia, why don't you explain a little bit about this for us?
Okay, so, all right, here it is. Okay, so this business is, I'm a mom. Okay. So this business is not easy, okay? It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is very simple, and I'm going to tell you exactly how simple it is. Okay, so we have something called the steps to success, which is kind of what Mike was talking about. Is there an actual, program that we run? And there is. And so the steps to success is very simple. It's 3 steps, okay? First, join the party, okay? And that just means that you become a distributor. You get your kit, okay, which comes with wraps, some samples, some blitz cards, which is like your business card, comes with a ton of marketing material for you, product catalog. So over $100 in actual product, and endless money worth in marketing materials. Okay, so that's what you do first. So you get on this train. Okay, so normally, like Mike was saying, this business costs $99, which in and of itself is kind of a steal. Anybody that knows anything about business knows that you're gonna pay something, right? Into a business. So $100, $99 is a steal. Today, we have this incredible offer that's literally never, ever in the history of It Works been offered. And that's a kit for $9.99. Okay, so less than $10 will get you a business started, okay? And that's going on for today. So you'll get, like I said, over $100 worth of products, marketing material and everything for $10, okay? Really, really incredible. So how are you going to make hundreds of dollars by Friday? Okay, well, consider this. You can spend $10 on, like, I don't know, a pack of gum these days, okay? $10 really doesn't get you much, right? So when you join today, okay, with whoever invited you here, you're going to turn around and you're going to go tell your friends, oh my gosh, I am so excited. Can you believe what I just bought with $10? No, it's not a pack of gum. It can't even buy a bottle of wine probably with $10, And you're going to tell your friends, and they're going to get so excited, and they're going to turn around and join you too. Okay, so when that happens, okay, you are going to be qualified to earn $200 just in a bonus, just because our company is awesome and they love us, and just because you started working right away. Okay, so you're going to be qualified for that. Those are called our fast start bonuses, okay, and they're unlimited. So if you go out and I think Mike mentioned that he signed a distributor and then she was already charted for Diamond within like a few hours or a few days or something, like really something super fast, because she went out and told all of her friends about it. Okay, so it's unlimited. That girl is, I don't even know how much money she's going to make, because she is qualified for $200, $200, $200, $200, $200. Okay, it's crazy. So that's what you can do. You can go around, turn around and tell your friends, and you're qualified for all those $200 bonuses, okay? The next thing that you're going to do, so step 3 is go Ruby, okay? And that just means that you go out and we, as your enrollers, will teach you how to go out and go and sign 3 distributors. That's what we're going to teach you to do, okay? That's your focus. That's your goal, is to go out and find 3 distributors, okay? And what you're going to do, and what they're going to help you do, is teach them how to go out and sign 3 distributors, okay? It's really that simple. It's really that simple. It's built on 3s, okay? So when that happens, because you're working on your 3, your friends are working on your 3, their friends are working on your 3, it's a lot of multiplication. It just keeps growing. So you go Ruby, which just means that you have 5 distributors under you. And that's the $500 income that they were talking about, okay? And that's our steps to success, okay? So we also have $100 product credit going on right now. So when you join and you get 4 loyal customers, you help 4 of your friends get healthy, you get $100 in your first 30 days. If that's what you do in your first 30 days, It Works is going to be like, hey guys, here you go. Here's $100. Just go try some, go try your favorite product because they're awesome. So those are our steps to success. That's how you're going to make a lot of money by Friday, okay? Because, you can go out and do this and get so excited if that's what you want to do, okay? So it's definitely possible with our steps to success.
Thanks, Alicia. That $9.99 is like no joke right now, you guys. Yeah. The second I say $9.99 to people, though, they're like, what's the catch? Guys, there's no catch here. It's $9.99. It's the same business builder kit that we all paid $99 for. You're getting it for $10. There's no catch here. So now we're going to move on to our interview panel that we've got with Mike and Lea, so we can learn a little bit more about just some frequently asked questions that we get as distributors from people like you who want to join but are hesitant and scared and skeptical. You guys, it's totally normal. We've all been through it. So we're going to answer some of those questions for you today.
Let's do it.
I'm going to start off. Okay, go ahead, Mike. What did you say?
I just said, let's do it.
Let's do it, right? So I've got my first question is for Lea. Is she available?
She is available. Lea and Mia are ready.
Lea is being such a good girl. My goodness. So Lea, you started off this business and you told us that you basically quit like the first day, right after joining. What kind of impact was made on you the day that you decided to share your personal results on social media?
Yeah, so I put that wrap on and it did something that I've never seen my stomach do. All right. So when I put it on Facebook, I just got so many messages, so many comments. People really wanted to know what the heck was this thing. And in my mind, that's when it became real that I could actually succeed at this business. And in that moment, I saw that this is different from anything I've ever tried. Because like Mike shared earlier, no other company has this wrap. So a light bulb went off and I was just like, okay, no competition. People really want this thing. This business is seriously a no-brainer.
Yeah, girl, it really is.
Especially because Lea had tried companies like this before, but when she was selling jewelry, it's like you can get jewelry anywhere. When she was selling lower your energy bill, you could do that with 9,000 companies. When she was selling makeup, you could do that. You could go to Sephora and get makeup. And that was big for Lea when we looked at the product.
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy, you're up with a question for Mike, I think, right?
No, I have one more question for Lea.
Okay.
So, Lea.
You're so popular.
Many people actually, they want residual income. But their main concern is, they can't build a team, but I can't build a team. And I know that that's what you felt in the beginning. How did you get past that and actually build such a successful team?
Yeah, so that was a thought of mine. Like, I quit the day I joined because I didn't want to go through the stress of trying to build a team again. Because in every company I tried, you have to build a team, and it was really hard for me. But I'm going to be honest with you, it's nothing I did that made the difference. It's nothing I personally did. It's the company. It's the fact that this business is only usually $99 to join compared to many other companies that are $300 to $500. There's companies out there now that are $5,000 to join. People that need extra cash, they don't have that kind of cash laying around. So nothing changed with my approach. I just joined the right company that had a simple builder kit for only $99 with a box of wraps that comes in it that allows you to make your money back right away when you sell those 4 wraps. So that's how I was able to build such a successful team, getting those wraps on people, and they're making their money back right away. It's a risk-free investment. And as you guys already know, tonight it's only $9.99. Like, come on now.
Yes, that's so true. I agree. It's definitely the company, guys. We are nothing special. We swear.
And when you make it easy so there's statistically within network marketing that a lot of people don't make money in 60 to 90 days. And that's what holds people back from joining and being able to build a team. And I'll come to you from the business standpoint or more the numbers side for those of you who are listening in and need to hear that. What was different at this company is one, like Lea said, low startup cost. Not $500 to $5,000. But Lea has also worked with companies like this where then, fine, maybe you only paid $300 to get started, but then every month she had to buy $200 worth of the products over and over again, right? And so you start doing the math, it's hard to make money initially when you're first getting started, whereas with It Works, low startup cost, and as long as you're an active customer, an active distributor, there's no required auto ship that you have to like buy products every month either. That makes it duplicatable for the average distributor. But go ahead, Kimmy.
So my next question is actually for you, Mike. So when you actually came on board, it was a year after Lea. So you kind of weren't supportive in the beginning. So can you give any advice out there to, the spouses, et cetera, that just aren't supportive just yet?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I think there's two categories of supportiveness. There's the I'm not supportive of this type of industry as well at all because it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam, or something like that. I was not that person because, like I said, I was already building 2 network marketing companies. So I was supportive of Lea doing the business. I personally just wanted nothing to do with it. A, because I felt like I was busy. B, my manly ego was like, I'm a man. I go out and get a real, I go to work. You work from home. That's a little side hobby, right? And so I had this bull BS ego where I was like, that's your thing. And then third, especially if there's guys listening, you might relate to this. All I heard about was the wrap. I didn't know there were 40 other products. And no joke, I used to say to Lea, I was like, you guys poach on pregnant women right after they have their baby, and you tell them they need a wrap. I was convinced that that's how the company sold $800 million a year. And I was so wrong, right? But those were the 3 reasons why I didn't get involved is because I was busy and it was Leah's thing, and I had a real job and the product was that. So what I would say is that it is a real industry. It is a real business. And that's super important for you to recognize, but also recognize that it's not a job. If you're the supportive spouse, you're not working the business, and you keep saying to your spouse oh, you only made $180 so far, you might as well just get a real job. Any business you start is going to take time to build up. I'm really glad I never said that to Lea because you guys want to know what Leah's first paycheck was? Leah's first paycheck with the company, because she wasn't taking it seriously, her first paycheck was
$16.
$16, guys. You can make more than that working minimum wage at McDonald's for a 3-hour shift. And so I'm glad that I didn't say that to her because you're comparing apples and oranges then. Job to opportunity, business to hourly job. And so if you're going to be supportive, I would say at a minimum, choose to be supportive for 6 to 12 months. If after 12 months it's not the right fit for you guys, we can be Facebook friends forever and high-five each other and poke each other on Facebook and like each other's stuff with no hard feelings, right? But if after 6 to 12 months you like it and you love it, keep going. But just recognize it's not a job, it's a business. And so you got to give your spouse or your partner time to build the business because it's not an hourly job. That'd be the first thing I would say. Secondly, if you're telling her him or her, it's a pyramid scheme and blah, 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 stop. I don't know what else to say. That's my advice, right? Stop, because it is one of the fastest growing industries and it's producing more millionaires than any other industry in the country right now. Okay. I don't know what else to say to that one. And then lastly, number 3, if you're a guy not supporting it because it's it seems girly, the way I look at it from a complete business standpoint is this. 2 things. A, the CEO of Forever 21 is male or female. Do you guys know? Is a male. The CEO of Victoria's Secret, right? But you would think of those companies as such female-based companies, but yet a male's running it. Why? Because they recognize the business side of it. And all I believe here, number 2, at It Works, is the women are just smarter than us guys, for the guys listening. They see this amazing wrap. They're like, we can go sell this thing to everybody. And they're just smarter, less skeptical, and willing to take risks. And us as guys, we're like evaluating everything over here, like looking at the numbers, skeptical as you know what. And we just missed the boat and we're getting started late. But there's something called the Man Dare that just launched that you can find out about by following us on Facebook. But this thing's going to revolutionize how our products appeal to the male population. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm already registered for the Man Dare. We're in pre-launch right now for it, and it starts July 10th. So those would be the couple things I'd say if you're like not fully supportive.
That's incredible. And the Man Dare is going to be so awesome. I cannot wait for the men to shine in this business. That kind of like piggybacks off of my last question for you, Mike. It's basically, you know, what advice would you give to a man that is kind of interested in joining this, but doesn't think that he can because it's predominantly a woman-based company, which our CEO is male. Like you were just talking about all of the men. Guys, just get on board. Seriously, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. The advice I'd give if you are a guy looking to join the business, if you're a guy looking to join the business with your wife, I mean, if we're looking pure math and pure numbers, because that's oftentimes what guys are looking at, it's like, just tell me if I'm going to make money. You basically trick the system by working as a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend duo. I'll give you a quick numbers example. If Lea signs a customer, right, she makes 15% on it by putting it under her name. But when she signs my account up and I'm underneath her, she can sign that same exact customer, let's call the customer Jenny, but now she signs the customer and puts Jenny under my account. She makes 10% of all sales under my name, and then I still make 15% off of sales under my name. So we just made 25% on the same customer that she would have only made 15% if she was just doing it by herself. So when you're looking at pure numbers, you double the size of the network you tap into, you double the effort, you multiply and accelerate the process that you can do this business. That's not to say as a single person, you can't absolutely crush this business because there's plenty of people that do. But if you're in a situation where you can do this business individually, that would be huge. Secondly, I would say see the vision. Find why this business could make a big difference for you. Stop saying it's a girly or non-girly or female or male type of thing. Find the reason why this business works for you. And I'll wrap up the question with mine. I had already made, and I'm going back to the numbers not to impress, but impress upon you that I didn't get involved with this business out of desperation like I needed the dollar, right? Because I had made an annual incomes of 250 grand plus since I've been 26, 27 years old. I got involved with this business because when I was making all that money from those businesses, I was working 60, 70, 80, sometimes in June and July, I was working 100 hours a week. And I saw the opportunity through social media and technology that is the future of how people are going to buy. Right? Because people used to buy from the telephone and radio, then it became TV, right? Then it became the internet, then it became social media, and it's just, that is the future. And I said, I'd be missing out if I didn't jump on board on this. And so, yes, it gave us finances, but ladies and gentlemen listening, it gave me absolute freedom. I used to only take karate, and I used to only go twice a week. Because of the time I now have with the income I make, I go to Muay Thai 3 times a week. I go to Jiu-Jitsu 2 to 3 times a week. I go to karate twice a week. And I share that more just because martial arts is my passion. For you, maybe it's spending time with your kids. For you, maybe it's art. For you, maybe it's playing an instrument. But life gets in the way and your passions lose its time ability to pour into them and it becomes a sporadic hobby. And secondly, it's given me the freedom to travel. And I share these things not to impress, but to show you the picture of what it could be for you. I've always had the money to travel. I just never had the time. And now with the time, I go to Hawaii 2 to 3 times a year. I have family out there. We go to a couple different countries a year. I travel about 100,000 miles a year. And for me, travel is a passion. And so I share those because that's my passion. my encouragement to you, if you're checking this out, is find your why. Like, what could this business be a vehicle to bring back to your life? Time with your kids, time with passion, time in your church, time with a community function, but something where you can make a bigger difference in the world because you have time to actually follow your true calling. That would be my advice.
That is excellent. And that actually brings me to the last question, which you pretty much just answered, I think, now, unless you have another tip. But I'd like all of us to just share one tip with anyone tonight that is ready to get started. What can you share with them to just take off in their business?
I'll go first. My one tip is, going into a business like this, you're going to have a lot of negative in the beginning. My one thing that gets me through it, nobody, whether on Facebook, in person, etc., pays my bills. Nobody. Okay, so my advice to you is follow your gut, follow your vision, and stay true to yourself, because nobody out there, their opinions don't matter because they don't pay your bills. That's my advice.
Am I on? Okay, so my number one advice is to be fearless. And I know that that's a hard thing to do sometimes, but here's my logic, okay? This is what I think about every single time I'm afraid to do anything. I remember that every time I want to do something and I don't, I continue to think about that regret. For 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, maybe a year later, I'm still regretting that one thing that I chose not to do. Hold on one second. And then I remember that I could do that, okay, or I could be brave for like 20 seconds and just take that action. And even if it doesn't work out the way that I planned, I'm never going to regret that action that I didn't take because I took it. And it took 20 seconds, maybe a minute of bravery. So just be fearless.
I love that. Be brave. I love it. Mike and Lea, do you have anything to add?
Follow your heart. Think less, do more.
Yes, I love it. And oh, go ahead, Lea.
I was going to say, success isn't a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. You will have success in this business. You just have to stay consistent, follow the simple steps daily, do the work over and over and over again, and don't give up too soon. And you will change your life at this company.
Yeah, actually, my tip is what you told me when I first started and we had our first one-on-one coaching call together, Lea. Lea told me to give this business 1 year and of hard work, and it would change my life. And when I say hard work, I don't mean the 40+ hours that you put into your full-time job that pays you an hourly wage or a salary that they think that you're worth. I'm talking about putting in maybe 2 hours a day. And eventually it will change your life. I hit diamond in less than a year. Kimmy hit diamond in less than a year. Alicia hit diamond in less than a year. So did Lea and Mike. And the reason that we did that is because we stayed determined and we really worked hard and we learned from our leaders. It's super important to tap into your leaders into this business. So now that we've given you our tips, and I'm sure some of you are very eager to get with the person that invited you tonight to get started with us. But how are you going to earn this? Like, how much money can you possibly earn? Kimmy's going to talk a little bit about our income chart and our Go bonus and Go Fast bonus. You guys, these bonuses are incredible. And you have the opportunity just by joining our team tonight to earn them. So Kimmy, explain this to everyone, please.
I'm about to blow your mind, literally. So they always save the best for last. So here we go. So Alicia talked about $9.99 to sign up. You guys have a chance to get this $100 shopping spree, like all that good stuff. I'm going to talk to you guys about the residual income and what is in front of you that you could go after at any point in time. So as Sonia is getting the chart up, we're going to talk about our average earnings. So Mike and Lea are triple diamonds. Sonia's double diamond. Alicia and I are diamonds. So we've been talking about that, but you're like, what does that even mean, guys? Okay. Sonia's going to get the chart up, and this is we're going to show you. This is public information, just like government jobs. Everything's salaries are public. This is how much we make per month, okay? So an average diamond averages pretty much $23,000 a year, and that breaks down into average $1,900 a month, okay? And remember, we did that in less than a year. Double diamond, where Sonia is actually $54,000 a year. Guys, think about how much you make at your full-time job, right? She did that in less than 2 years. And that averages, I believe, like $2,500 a month. I'm around there. What am I talking about? $5,000 a month. Okay, I have the annuals up. And then, so you got Mike and Lea over here, 2.5 years into the business, guys, and their average annual salary is $104,000 each. Okay, each. So they're $104,000 for Mike, $104,000 for Lea, working from their phone. So the chart is up on your screen right now. Look down, go to the diamond. Scroll all the way over, and it tells you your average monthly income. So about $1,900 for diamond, $4,700 for double, and about $8,900 for triple, guys. Like, come on, $8,900. $8,900 a month. That is what you guys can be making if you are committed. You put the time in. And of course, be coachable and let us guide you to where we are. So if that doesn't blow your mind of where you could be, and always set a goal for yourselves, guys. I'm going to piggyback off of Lea. Her paycheck was $16. Guys, mine was $33. But let me tell you this. I gave myself a raise every month. And I'm not talking about like a couple dollars. I'm talking about doubling my income every single month to get where I am. Okay, does your boss do that for you? No, that's why you need to be your own boss, all right? So that's where we're at. That is our compensation plan right now, but things get a little bit better, guys, okay? Our CEO is so amazing, guys. We've been around for 16 years. We are a debt-free company, and we are actually the first network marketing company in 15 years to hit $1 billion in sales. Because we are a debt-free company, our CEO can throw out cash bonuses. So just imagine you're a CEO and you have all these people like working for you, right? What do they normally do? They keep the money. Not our CEO. He gives it right back. Our motto is debt-free is the new sexy. He wants to help as many people in the world, because we're global, to be debt-free. So how does he do that? Guys, he gives out cash bonuses that, that you guys can hit. So what do I mean by that? Sonia's going to get it up on the screen. So right now, if you guys join for just $10, okay, you will qualify. And if you get 4 customers in your first month, which will help you do that, you guys can qualify for these amazing bonuses. The first bonus is a $10,000 bonus. Okay, guys? That is if you run for diamond like we are. If you do it in 3 months. But what happens if you don't do it in 3 months? It's okay. If you do it in 6 months, you'll get 5,000. 10,000, 5,000. I don't know about you guys right now, but any thousands is what, is going to help anybody, right? I know when I started that I was just looking for that $500 a month, that extra money. When I started, did I know that I was going to build this empire and hit these bonuses? No, but guess what? I did. And if I can, you can. And that's just the beginning. So you're going to qualify for the rest of the year to hit these bonuses. Start at 10,000 and the bonuses go all the way up to $150,000. Okay. And again, it goes by months. If you do it in the shorter time, you get the bigger cash bonus. If you do it in the shorter time, you get just the fast bonus, okay? So it's go bonus, go fast. Sonia looks like she's having a little difficulty getting it up on the screen, but I just want you guys to focus on $10,000. You can do it, and we're going to show you guys how, all right? So I'm actually gonna kick it back to Sonia if she's not on. Hi, girl.
Hey, I'm here. That's really weird. I was sharing the screen. You didn't see it? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, you gave an excellent explanation. I was reading along as you were saying it, so it was spot on. So, Kimmy, well, I have you. Are you in the chat right now? Do we have any questions? We do. Unmute yourself first.
Yes, we do. Give me 1 second. So we have, is the best way to join under someone or to begin alone?
I guess I'll take that one. You're never alone in this business. You pay the $99 or the $9.99 that you've got available to you right now, but you are never alone in this business. You will have a sponsor that sponsors you in it. So if you were invited to watch this video, you want to go back to the person that invited you to it, and they'll help you get started. If you are just catching us on YouTube and no one specifically invited you to watch this tonight, you can contact me by texting me. My phone number is 908-247-6740. And my name is Sonia, like I said, and we can get you started too and start getting you trained on our team. Is that the only question that we had in the chat?
There was one more, I believe. Do you just have to do social media, or can you do parties?
So, Kimmy, I think you should answer that one. You'd be perfect to answer that question.
So no, you can do it all, guys. It all depends what you feel comfortable. Remember, guys, this is your business. Okay, you don't work for us, you work for yourself. So you really need to find out if you want to do it on social media. Awesome, we have the tools to help you. But if you're an in-person type of person, by all means, do parties, get out there, do your thing. It would be even amazing if you can do a little bit of both, because I started out on social media. I don't get out much, being I have 3 kids under 6, but every now and then, if I can get out once or twice a month and just talk to people and do a party, guys, that gets me like thrived up and motivated and keeps me going. So I do a little bit of both, but you do what is entirely up to you and what you feel comfortable with. And that actually, let me just double check. All right, we are cool. No other questions at this time.
Cool. Does anyone have anything to add about that last question? Because I know when I started off in the business, I really didn't even know about posting on social media. I just talked to every single person that was in my phone and everyone that I worked with. And I said, you guys have to put these wraps on. I mean, like, it's like melting off of me. It seems like it's like magic almost. And when I showed my excitement to people and actually put the wrap on them and they saw their results, that's really what people kept coming back to me for either more wraps, or they were like, listen, I can't afford them, so I need to do what you're doing. And they joined my team. So where I do love social media, and now it's about 75% of my business. When I first started, it wasn't. It was literally just going out there and talking to people about what I had. Alicia, you have something to add?
I do, yeah. So I had one of my distributors, she brought her product catalogs into her office, and she signed up 6 customers in one day because she did that. You hear a lot about the wraps, and while they're our staple product and they're fantastic and they show almost instant results for most people, they're not everything that we have. So it's really a matter of talking to people. And I think the question about social media is a great question. But there were 2 options, social media or parties. And you can talk to people in the grocery line, or, you know, you can talk to people when you're out at the park with your kids. You saw my daughter on here tonight. Like this business goes with you in your life because you can talk about it anywhere that you go. So I wouldn't get hung up on, you know, one or the other or anything like that, because there's plenty of things to talk about and there's plenty of places to talk about it. And if you're a chatty Cathy, more power to you, because you're going to kill it. And just, you know, keep talking.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. Hey, Mike and Leah, do you guys have anything to add about that? Working social media and parties in person? Unmute, Mike.
Yeah, so we have distributors on our team that don't do any social media at all, and then they start to pick it up. And so what I would encourage you to recognize is just two things. Number one, and that is that social media doesn't have to be your platform to sell, but it can be a great platform to build your network, right? Because Lea has been doing this now for 3 years this fall, and yet she still signs all these customers and distributors. Is that because she has 700 aunts and uncles? No, this business is built to last if you're always growing your network. So social media doesn't have to become your salesy thing. I think some people are scared of that, like, oh, my friends are going to be annoyed by me. But it is a great way to build your network. Social media is the new business card. Like when I meet people, I don't go, hey, do you have your business card? I just go, hey, how do you want to connect? LinkedIn, Facebook, right? Instagram, how do you want to connect? And so in many ways, it's the new business card. At the same time, though, yeah, belly to belly, in front of people, face to face, is an amazing way to build the product. So there's many. It's your business. You build it how you build it how you want to.
Exactly. Thanks for that, Mike. So, Kimmy, any other questions before we sign out for the night? One more? Oh no, we're good to go. All right, great. I want to thank Alicia and Kimmy, my diamonds, for being on here tonight. I also want to thank my really good friends, Mike and Lea, and little Mia for being such a trooper. She is so amazing, 6 days old, and she had her first live on YouTube.
So popular.
That's a rap girl in training already. I am so excited.
Yes, she is.
She is. So you guys, $9.99 to join our business right now, and it could, seriously, if you haven't seen right now in, I don't even know how long we've been on, about an hour now, that it can change your life. I don't know what will. $9.99. I've spent a lot. I spent way more on a lot less. Not one of the things that I spent $10 on has ever given me a return. To be able to retire at the age of 33, be home full time with my children, and earn an awesome, awesome income. All it took was me believing in myself and hard work. We want to help you do that as well. So get with the person that invited you here tonight, and let's get you started. Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. Have an awesome evening, everyone. Good night.